So, Judy,
Yeah.
we might have another executive producer on our hands. Like,
What?
don't get it twisted.
Who?
Don't get it. Keith. Keith
Oh
is coming up with some
no.
great ideas. Don't worry. I'm not going to. This first one he came up with is a bit much. I will give you that. But he's coming up with some fire ideas. And I would like to maybe explore this a little bit more for some segments because he came up with the one today, and like I said, I won't go through that whole thing. But it was so good. And then we ran it by you, and you were like, "No, we're shutting that down."
The funny thing is, I saw him texting you, and then he stopped because I was like, "No, don't text him that." And then I hop on here. Keith comes, and he's like, Ryan's like, "Oh, he came." I was like, "No." I thought he stopped writing that text.
Welcome to A Conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on YouTube at TABPOD. Also, check us out on Patreon if you would like to be part of the Ticker team. Only $5 a month. Also, it'll get you into a Discord that I still have to create. I still have to actually figure that out. But that's honestly, you just get that for just being part of the Patreon. You can just join and say what's up, and you'll be in the Discord. And then Keith can be in the Discord, and then he can share all the ideas in the Discord. Ah!
Yes, we can do that.
Oh my God. It was, I wasn't ready for how good that text was going to be. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to get serious because this is a topic that we're about to talk about that if you get a little too silly, things could go real twisted real fast. So, yes. Sabrina Carpenter, I don't know a ton about her, okay? I know that she is a very famous singer. I'm pretty sure she came from like the Disney Channel.
She did. Yes.
And from what I hear, she's the only person competing with Taylor Swift for like the it artist, right?
Now, yeah.
Now, that all being said, I have not intentionally listened to any of her songs. Okay. I know that they've been on in the background in some places I've been, but it's not like I was like trying to actively listen to it.
Right. Of course.
So please tell me what is going on with her, Judy.
Okay, so Sabrina Carpenter came out with a new album called Short and Sweet. And I mean, it's a banger. Like, no skips for me, at least. But her songs are very, she has a lot of like innuendos in them, like sexual innuendos, basically. Okay. And I mean, they're so fun to listen to, but there's a lot of girls like under 10 going to her concerts. I guess I didn't get to go to her concert because they were a little too pricey for me. But, so people are talking about all these kids that are going to her concert and they're dressed like the way her concert set up is she's dressed in like lingerie, basically. Not like, not like the type of lingerie that just has like all her stuff exposed, but like, like the little cute baby doll tees or whatever they're called. So they have kids at her concerts dressing up like that. And I go, are the moms just letting their daughters just go all out willy-nilly to these concerts like this? Like, I get it. I'm not a parent, so I don't know that situation of like letting my kid go to a concert that one, you probably never listened to her, so you don't know the type of music she has, or you do listen to it and you're like, yeah, you know what? My, 8-year-old daughter can go to the concert listening to this and things. So That was just my take on it.
So no, this is perfect. I'm so glad that you even put an age on it at the end, because I was trying to honestly figure out what terrible generation of parenting I needed to attribute this to. And apparently I need to attribute it to my own terrible generation of parenting. And I say that because I have an 8-year-old, right? And that's all this is. It's just bad parenting. And I'm not saying it's bad parenting because you're letting someone go to the Sabrina Carpenter concert and Sabrina Carpenter dresses that way. I'm not saying it's because her music is too innuendoized. Look, when I was growing up, I was listening to 2 Live Crew. Shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you got. I mean, okay.
I mean, true. Yes, right. Like,
so I can't. I'm not
Pablo.
Right. Like, okay. Right. So I am in no way trying to say that it's bad parenting to let them listen to pretty much almost anything, or go to these concerts in which the artist is expressing themselves. What I am saying is that you need to be a fucking parent and actually, I don't know, look at what they're wearing.
Yeah.
You know, if this is a bad example, but if Asher walked out and was going to wear a fucking baby doll lingerie thing, I'd be like, no, you go get your heels, but you put that lingerie away, because I'm not trying to stop him from being who he is. Right.
Right.
But no, that is especially for an 8-year-old, but fucking for an 18-year-old, like that's still, you know, that's one of those things I would be old school about. Be like, if you live under my house, you're not going out wearing that. Okay.
Yeah.
Put on a graphic tee.
Why don't you just wear like one of her merches, right? Like her t-shirt, little.
Yeah.
So literally.
But that's why I'm saying this is, and I see this. I don't know if it's like specifically this generation is bad parents, or if every generation has their bad parents, and like this is just like the most shown version of it because of social media.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what this is. It's bad parenting. It's just this is the kind of stuff that bothers me and really makes me just want to say that not everyone should be allowed to have children, or that there should be an age. And I know that I'm in the direct age line, or that there should be an age minimum for when that you have a baby. Right. So, come on, just how hard is it to just look at your child? That's what
yes.
Because that's the thing, is that they're either not paying attention or they're saying, oh, it's fine. Which either way, to let an 8-year-old over sexualize themselves is also how, you know what, actually, let them do it. Let them do it. That's how the strip clubs across America stay filled with new talent every year. Just keep it going. This is another cog in the machine. Just let them go.
I mean, I can okay, so I guess far back in my day, it would have been like when Christina Aguilera like turned from, you know, What a Girl Wants Christina Aguilera to like dirty ex-Tina,
too dirty,
right?
Clean my act up.
So, and then, you know, I guess the girls my age were going to her concerts dressed like that. So
you can go farther than that. Madonna.
Yeah. You know, so it's always each generation has their own thing.
And that's what I'm saying. This is nothing. You know what's weird? The longer that I'm on this earth, the more that I just see parallels of how things just keep repeating themselves. And you're 1,000% right. This is just another version of that. So oh God, why do parents have to be so bad? Why? Okay, sorry. Okay. So I know that this is a week old at this point, but it was so terrible. I have to talk about the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson card. I'm not really going to talk about the fight itself. I feel like that's what really everyone has talked about all week. And as a result, other than one thing, Netflix has gotten a pass on this entire verklempt show that we had to watch, that we were subjected to on Friday. I'm not going to say you had to watch it. Obviously, you could have turned it off, but we were definitely subjected. So the first thing, and this is the thing that Netflix has not gotten a pass on, and that I don't understand how a company that is considered one of the richest when it comes to media companies has this issue. But why is it that everyone was buffering the entire time?
That's all I saw on my feed was like, hey, Netflix, what's happening here? Or, hey, why is my TV like this?
It was so bad. Eventually, I just let about 5 to 8 minutes of the fight go. And then I was like, I'm just going to watch it behind. And then, of course, that screwed me because I looked at my phone right as the actual fight ended, and stupid Bleacher Report was like, oh, Jake Paul wins. Fuck! Stupid phone. Anyway, I don't understand how Netflix has this big of an issue. I mean, you guys were especially if it was the fact that the servers were overtaxed, you should have been ready for that because you were promoting this to be the biggest thing for you of at least the month, right?
Right.
But from what I also saw on the Twix was that anyone who watches any of their live premiere stuff, like Love is Blind or whatever, deals with this same issue all the time.
Okay.
So, and this is a concern for me only not because I'm going to watch another Jake Paul fight, because I'll get into other reasons why I will never watch a Jake Paul fight again. Yeah. But they have the NFL. I think Christmas Day, they have NFL games.
Oh, I did. Yes, I saw that.
Right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that now it concerns me. Okay. Now you're affecting my life, Netflix. Okay. So you need to get this thing together. So I was just super surprised that was such an issue for a company the size of Netflix. But the actual production, and I know that Netflix didn't do this part, so I can't really attribute it to them, but they were the ones who broadcasted it. So, but the actual production of the fights, or the card, I should say, was so terrible. The audio guy, I don't know who he was. I don't know what company he represents, but the audio guy was having some issues. Okay.
Oh, no.
The first thing that at the very beginning of the night, and okay, it's the very beginning of the night, so you might have some issues here or there. I mean, I don't know. I would have done like some tests or some checks ahead of time.
Maybe,
but, maybe he was running late because he just finished up his actual job, and then he had to come in to do audio for the Paul Tyson fight, and so he didn't have time for all of his checks. But the first thing that I saw on the card, period, was them trying to talk to Evander Holyfield. And this is not a shot at the man. He spent his entire life getting hit in the head. So I'm not expecting him to be the most eloquent of speakers. But he has issues putting a sentence together on a good day. Okay? So they go to this man, and he cannot hear anything that is being said anyway. So they're just like, Champ, but what do you think? Champ, he's looking at him like. So finally, they figure out that he can't hear anything. So they get the great idea to have Lennox Lewis, former heavyweight champion, scream the question into his ear.
Is that really what happened? Oh, no.
Yeah. What do you think about Jake Paul? Do you think Tyson has any chance to win? And then, like I said, because this man cannot put a sentence together. Fuck two sentences, a sentence. What does he say? I don't know. What? I don't know. And then fast forward, because they never got him any audio from what I was able to see. Fast forward, your boy, Jerry Jones, was Lord. There because they did the fight in his stadium.
Yeah.
And they asked him a question he could hear. He started talking, and then his audio just cut the fuck out. The viewer couldn't hear anything at all the entire time he was talking. I think the people who were next to him could hear it. I do,
right?
But none of us could. So I was kind of interested. There's a lot of shit going on with the Cowboys right now, and there's a lot of shit being talked about that stadium. I was a little interested in what he was going to say. And then Devin's like, nope, shut it down. All right.
Wow.
And then there's the commentary team, okay? You have Mauro Ranallo, I'm not sure. Either way, you have him. I'm not going to bore you with all the details. He's the most seasoned of all of the commentators. Okay. Mm-hmm. He's your play-by-play guy, essentially. You had Roy Jones Jr., who it was very obvious did not like Mauro at all.
Oh my God. Did they not even do a test run on these two?
I really don't for the things I'm about to talk to you about in a minute. Okay. And then you had Rosie Perez, who was my absolute favorite, but it was also very evident that she has not done many events like this. Okay.
Right.
Now, like I said, she was my favorite of the three. But she needs a little more seasoning, let's say. Okay. I think she does 2 or 3 more of these things and she'll be so good. But that means that we have to be subjected to 2 or 3 more of these things. So, yeah. But Mauro has never been my cup of tea as a play-by-play guy. He does a lot of MMA and, just fighting sports in general. Mm-hmm. But he sounds like he learned how to do broadcasting by exclusively listening to monster truck commercials. Like everything is just like, like it's just so, and that's his style. Like, I'm not saying that he's being fake or disingenuous or anything. That's just the style of, no, not the monster truck commercial. I'm sorry. I thought of a better example. He sounds like he exclusively learned how to do commentating by listening to NBA Jam, because that is how he sounds the whole time. It's a show up a ding dong, like the whole time. Guys, just take it down a little bit. And then, like I said, you had Roy Jones Jr., who I've heard him do commentary. I get it. He's a legend in the sport. I don't think he's the best at it, but he is a legend and he brings a lot of experience and everything like that. But he also just seemed kind of like, I'm just getting a paycheck attitude. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And during the fight specifically, there was like 2 or 3 rounds where Roy Jones would say Tyson has an issue with his mouthpiece because Tyson would keep biting his glove or adjusting his mouthpiece. I don't really think we ever got an answer. And then Moore would be like, I hate to tell you this again, but you're incorrect. And that's something Tyson has done throughout his career. And then 30 seconds later, Jones would go, man, Tyson really does need to fix his mouthpiece. I hate to say this to you again. I couldn't believe how long this was. At one point, the producer in me wanted to just call on the line, shut the fuck up about the biting. It has nothing to do with anything. And then there was Rosie, who like I said, she was a gem, but every now and then she was just like, yo, because she is a fan of boxing. She's a true fan of boxing. That's why she's there. But you can't be a fan when you're on the commentary team, right? You're supposed to be commentating on what you see. Doesn't mean you can't get excited. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy what you're doing. But it does mean that you can't act like you're at home with a bowl of popcorn in your lap.
Right, yeah.
You know?
That's like me on the broadcast booth doing the Cowboys game.
Yes, you're like, damn it, Jerry!
Exactly, yes.
Of course we don't have curtains. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's good.
And then let's see. Oh,
we were lucky enough that we did not watch this.
And then I will the moment, this is the last thing I will talk about, but the moment I knew Tyson had zero chance to win this fight, okay? Zero chance, was when they did the very nepotism of having his son do the in-locker room interview with him. And I'm not sitting here saying that nepotism is always terrible, but no, we see some decent examples of it sometimes. But this was a full example of nepotism working in the bad way, in the very, very bad way.
Okay.
And after this nepotism segment, Tyson walked away, but the camera didn't zoom in on him. So as he walked away, they showed this man's whole ass on the television.
I see it.
And when I saw this ass, all I could think was, that is the ass of a 60-year-old man. This is not the ass of a man that will be able to lunge and get inside on Jake Paul to be able to hit him in any way, shape, or form. This is the ass of a man that plays golf 3 times a week at best. And then, yeah, that's exactly what happened. So, Netflix, thank you so much for showing me Tyson's 60-year-old ass on television.
For the whole world to see.
Golly, man. So, that was... Excuse me.
Oh, that's good.
That was the Tyson-Jake Paul fight, or card production, whatever you want to call it. MVP... most valuable productions. Come on, get your game up. Tell your audio guy to stop doing so much coke before the show and actually get some test runs in. Have your commentary team maybe do some practice runs on old fights so that they can get a groove together and not just obviously hate each other for the entire time.
Yeah.
God. Like,
it's like when your teacher puts like their like the project group together and it's like people who don't work well together, like, what are we doing?
Right. But that the thing though too is like you had that aspect, but it was obvious that they had thrown so much money into this.
God, yeah.
Like it was the epitome of gold dip shit. It was the epitome. All right.
There we go.
Don't worry, we're not talking about poop this week. Okay, we have a completely different Am I Overreacting? But if I can find any more poop Am I Overreact or poop related Am I Overreactings, then I might bring it back. Okay. Anyway, am I over? Oh, excuse me. Am I overreacting? My husband turned into an alien last night, and I punched him in the face. So last night we were both in bed sleeping, and I woke up and there was a big green face staring at me with these massive all black eyes and the biggest green pointy ears I have ever seen. So naturally, I punched it in the face to then find out it was actually just my husband and I was just dreaming. I did say sorry. I thought you were an alien and we both went back to sleep. However, now it's the morning and I'm starting to think that maybe my husband really is an alien and I caught him in his true form. Side note, his face is absolutely fine, not a mark on it. Is she overreacting? Is her husband an alien?
Girl, you is overreacting. What? I think she just needs to play that off now because she punched him in the face. Like, I know you're an alien. She's gonna gaslight him to think he's an alien.
But what if he is an alien? What if this is how they get us? Like what was it? Skrull style, just slow and in the shadows, one at a time. Next thing you know, everyone's an alien. That's what happened in that show, right? I stopped watching Marvel a couple decades back.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, man. Why is it people have to be so hard-headed? Why can't they just say, I thought I saw an alien because I was obviously more asleep than I thought I was.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm embarrassed because that's what you're embarrassed. It's okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay to say that.
I once was sleepwalking and I thought I saw a Super Nintendo and my uncle was in the room with me and because we were on vacation and he was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm playing with the Super Nintendo. And he woke up the next day and he was like, you're weird, man. There's no Nintendo in this room. And that was a weird thing for me to just be sleepwalking in the middle of the night and walking right up to this man's and being like, I'm going to play the Super Nintendo. What? So.
What were you playing with though?
I don't know. I was asleep. Oh. Don't make it weird, Judy.
What? No.
My uncle is a saint. Don't make it weird. Anyway.
All right. Yeah, girl, that's just a little. Just say you made the mistake and you didn't mean to punch him. It's okay. Just move on.
100%. Like, oh God, just the audacity of people who are really like, no. It wasn't me. It was you. Because you know who I could hear saying some shit like this? I could hear the EP saying some shit like this. I really could. I could hear her being like, no. You understand. You're an alien.
Exactly.
Like, I still love you and everything, but I saw you as an alien. No, you were just imagining. No. You're an attractive alien.
Exactly.
Oh man. For anyone who is a newer listener, that was not me tooting my own horn. She has a real. Go back and listen to one of the episodes. She described how she only finds attractive people attractive, and therefore I must be attractive by default. Yeah. I can't just be like attractive to her specifically. So okay. Jumping to our next topic. Because really, how long can you talk about a lady just being hard-headed about her alien husband? I mean, what I would like to know, though, on the follow-up is, does that change anything? Or are you still going to be with this man that you're married to?
Yeah.
Or are you now going to get...
What are we doing?
Yeah. Or are you going to get divorced on the grounds of alien? Mm-hmm. Ma'am, why are you in here today? I want to get divorced because he's from a different planet. All right, for real. Okay. Moving on. So, I came across this article. Oh God, I can't. There we go. I came across this article in which this HR tech founder is talking about how it's harder for hiring platforms are making it harder to find. Let me slow down. Let's warrior spirit. Let's slow it down. Okay.
Warrior spirit.
This article is talking about how hiring platforms are making it harder to find a job, and that's coming from an HR tech founder. And basically, if you go through the article, it's talking about how, and I agree with him on this, but it's annoying, and I'll explain what I mean by that. The article is saying how AI is basically creating resumes so that it punctures through the HR's AI so that the resume can actually get to a real person, right?
Right. Yes.
Okay. And I agree with the HR representative. I don't want to keep calling him a tech founder in this thing. I'm annoyed by that. I agree with that guy because have you seen those new Apple commercials where, especially the one with the guy in the office, and he talks like he has a 3rd grade education, and he's like requesting more money or something like that. And he sends the email to his boss, but it's rewritten by the AI to now make it sound like...
I think I've seen something similar like that, yeah.
Yeah, and now it sounds like a dude from Harvard just drafted a legal document, okay?
Right.
And I'm not a fan of that because yes, it does help. It does make the playing field more equal for everyone, but it also is cheating because the playing field, if you're in that position, you should just be able to use your merits and your own brain meats to be able to fit. It's a real man. Hey, that might be our new EP, but like alongside the old EP, not replacing, but like in tandem.
Our secondary EP.
Yes, we might have an additional EP. Keep coming up with those great ideas, Keith. But it's annoying that you can have people just basically have machines think for them and possibly progress as a result, right? And so I get where he's coming from. However, the HR guy is doing it too. Who are you to fucking complain when you have
who started it?
Yes, you have a stupid program that makes it so you can go through 50,000 resumes a day or whatever, and as a result, we have to apply to 70 billion more opportunities, and like most of the time, people are just getting hired because of an in-face interview anyway. So all this, I gotta find the perfect candidate and all. Just chill, chill.
Like, I hate those job applications that as soon as you submit it, like 2 minutes later, you get a rejection notice.
Well, those are just fake jobs. That's what. Yeah, those are just ones that people are posting. Yeah, no, you've not heard of this.
No, you're right. Just so they can meet their quotas of.
Well, companies will post fake jobs also for the quotas, but also so that current employees do not ask for more money because they know that more people are coming in to possibly replace their job or whatever. Now, I also think of that as stupid because if you have a job posting, in my opinion, that means that you should need more people, and if you need more people, then I should be more valuable because I'm doing the work of more people.
Because I'm already here.
Yeah. Right? So I see both sides of that stupid ass argument, but
annoying.
But this article I was talking about, it was saying how it's harder for people to find a job. When I want to juxtapose that to a job that a person reached out to me, right? A headhunter or whatever. It was on like, a recruiter reached out to me. It was like on LinkedIn. Okay. It's not like they got my fucking personal email.
Right. No. Yeah.
But they reached out to me about this job. All right. Now I want you to keep a recruiter reached out to me about this job. And there are people who are bitching about how hard it is to find people. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Hi, Ryan. I am currently assisting a client in Las Vegas with an account executive position. It is a direct hire, full-time position and pays $12.50 an hour plus commission. I'd love to chat, blah, blah, blah. But as soon as $12, are you out of your fucking mind? Like, unless it's the type of job where your commission is designed to make you kind of rich, right?
Right.
Like, and by that I mean per commission you're making a couple $1,000, something like that. $12.50 an hour?
No.
And you know it's not. You know the commission at best is going to give you an extra $8 to $10 an hour, essentially, and you're going to be at a $21 an hour. What? I understand that companies cannot just pay people more without experiencing some kind of issue, but that doesn't mean that it is okay to just blatantly pay someone essentially minimum wage. A non-livable wage is a fair way to put it. You can't. Oh God! I saw this email or whatever, and I looked
like
at
straight
it.
Delete.
I couldn't believe that was a serious thing that got sent to somebody.
Yeah.
$12.50 an hour. You can almost afford a meal at McDonald's.
Almost.
Inflation, right? It hits everything but our paychecks.
Oh Lord, don't get me started.
So, like, and then also the fucking, you want to talk, it's soul crushing from an HR perspective. You know what's soul crushing? Going through 35 fucking interviews. Okay. I gotta meet with the HR person. Then I got to meet with the HR person again. Then I got to meet with the head of the division. Then I got to meet with the team that I'd be working closely with. Then I got to meet with all of them together. And that's also only if you're in a trade or whatever where they can't get you to do like a test project for them, which is also essentially, we're going to get you to do free work for us. What?
Like, we need you to demonstrate that you actually know Excel.
Which I understand that. Like, okay, give me Indeed has plenty of proficiency tests. I will take them all. But I'm sorry, you need me to build you a website and not no. Why would I do that?
Yeah. Like, I could build my own website and then I could show you what I did with it.
Yeah. That's actually okay. I like the cut of your jib. You're hired.
Yeah. Exactly.
Judy, what's going on Threads?
Yes. Okay. I just have one for today, and it starts with here we go. Sorry. It says, real question. So my boyfriend and I planned a birthday trip to Bali almost a year ago. I've been telling him to get his damaged passport fixed for months because every time we travel abroad, we have an issue at customs. They literally tell him he needs to get his passport replaced immediately because any country can deny his entry and deny his entry, but they end up giving him a courtesy pass. Long story short, after a 24-hour flight and a layover in Singapore, Bali said denied. Am I wrong for leaving him?
Damn, I was not prepared for that last part. Oh, I thought it was going to be, am I wrong for being mad at him or going on the vacation without him, leaving him? Damn. Hell yes, you're wrong for that. Fucking.
Okay.
Look. Did he have that same passport all those other times that you had warned him? Yes, he did. Did you leave him? No, you did not. Yes, you're wrong for this. You told him what was going to happen. He kept saying, I'm going to take the risk. And you were like, okay, I'm with you now. And now just because you're pissed off because you don't get to be getting backshotted in Bali that, I'm going to leave him. Come on, you're being a child. I'm not even saying that you can't go on the vacation by yourself. Okay, he fucked up. Have him go back and figure it out and enjoy your vacation. But you're going to leave him for a reason that you already knew about? I think that this, if anything, is just the straw that broke the camel's back, as the kids say. Ha, ha, ha. right? And she was just like, oh, he's such a child. I'm so over this. I'm going to go find a local to blow my back out. So,
I didn't put the 2 and 2 together that it happened before, and then she did stay with him. So now that I'm like, okay, maybe. But then it wasn't clear to me if she actually left him like relationship wise, or if she left him there and she went on her vacation without him. I wasn't clear, but still, if it's the latter that she left the relationship, I don't know. I think she might have been in the wrong with that one too. You did put up with it before, and I get it. I get needing to remind someone continuously to do something. Looking at you, Keith.
We were all looking at Keith on that one. Damn.
To remind him to do something, and then when the time comes, why did you do it? I get that. I get it.
But that's what I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
No. And I was just saying, I get it. It might be different because they're not married, or they're not in, I don't know. Who knows her situation with him, but still
I would say the only way that this is okay, but it made it seem like they were together for longer than this, is if they've been dating for less than 6 months or less.
Yeah.
That's the only way that I'm like, yeah, but with how many trips are you going? Unless
trips abroad.
Yeah, how many abroad trips? Now, I guess maybe if you're in Europe, I mean, Bali is going out there, right? But I guess if you're in Europe and you're just going, from England to France, or Italy to wherever, where it's a lot easier. But even then, that's what a relationship is. Either dealing with the shit that's annoying because the other stuff is so good, or breaking up with that person because the shit is too annoying. And so that's what she did. She was just like, oh, this is not worth it. Not worth it.
Yeah. I'm over this now.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, here's the other thing that makes it so that she would not be overreacting or in the wrong. If for whatever reason they made her go back with him.
Ooh, yeah.
I know I wouldn't leave the EP, obviously, but I would be so pissed. The fire of 1,000, I know you won't understand this joke, right? But the fire of 1,000 Super Saiyans would be coursing through my veins. Okay? Go Google Super Saiyan at some point. You'll get what I'm saying.
I did watch Dragon Ball Z,
Well, I don't know. Okay, I don't want to assume.
I don't watch any of the new anime, but back in my day, yes, I watched a little bit of.
Look, okay, it's all. I apologize for thinking that you may not have watched it, but also it puts me in a lose-lose situation if I assume, okay? If I assume and I'm wrong, you think because I'm Asian, I watch anime, right? So I can't, okay?
Okay, my bad.
But I would have the fire of 1,000 Super Saiyan. Also, my mom listens to this. She don't know what a fucking Super Saiyan is. She doesn't know what a goddamn Dragon Ball is, okay?
You're right.
If I had to spend 48 hours, and let's actually, because of customs, and I'm just doing full air, in an airport time. If I have to do something 60 hours straight in an airplane/airport, that might be grounds for fucking divorce, to be quite honest. I've told you about this how many times, and now I traveled 24 hours to Bali. They kept me in customs area, which is really just a fucking holding cell, you piece of shit, and now I gotta get flown 24 hours back? No! Divorce! I'd be like Michael Scott in this bitch. I declare divorce! But other than that, yeah, you was kind of tripping.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
Okay. We're running way ahead of schedule today. We're trying a new format with the show, first of all, in which we only go for like 60-ish minutes. People say that I talk too much and I needed to zip it up. So we're trying something new. Not Judy didn't say that. I just realized I made it sound like Judy said that. No, Judy didn't. But other people, they know who they are. They say I talk too much and I need to fucking keep it going. So trying a new format. But as a result, I think we've almost overdone it. And we've got about 15 minutes left and one topic. So I'm really hoping that this last topic takes us through. Otherwise, our first new format is going to be real short, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Here we go. All right. So Judy, what's going on before we start playing this video? What's going on?
Okay. So this TikTok I saw is of the lady at one of the grocery stores talking about like how inflation is so bad that she can't afford like these normal groceries that she's buying for her family of 4, what have you, is like $400 or something like that, right? Whatever her cart is. And I'm looking at her cart, like I don't even have to finish watching this video thinking this lady doesn't know how to grocery shop.
All right, hold on.
Let's watch yes, this. I get it. Yeah, just play this TikTok real quick, because.
October 2024. These are groceries that will last a week and a half to 2 weeks for my family of 4. It should not cost this much to feed us.
All right, so pause it right there.
My bad.
It's $294.67. Okay. And you're saying that she can't shop because of, let's see what the
things that she bought in her cart.
So yes. we got some produce right here. We got some potatoes, tomatoes, grapes, bananas. Got to have your potassium. Then we got the Marie Calendar pot pie. We got some protein on the bottom. And then the Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls.
Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls. Okay.
We do have the chicken on the end, and then the bacon. We got is that garlic bread right there? It looks like garlic bread.
Yeah, it looks like some garlic bread down there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Totino's pizza rolls. It looks like rolls.
She's at Walmart. She's at Walmart. I could tell.
She's definitely at Walmart. Totino's pizza rolls. We got some beef sausage right there. Alfredo sauce. A bunch of
Chef Boyardee.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. We got applesauce and shit, whatever the cherry shit is. And then Nutty Buddies.
Apple. Yep. Okay. Some Quaker Oats right there. Okay.
A ton of
Pringles.
A ton of Pringles. Fritos. Look, okay. So candy. I understand where you're coming from. That this is a lot of prepackaged type stuff, right?
Yes.
Like with the chips and everything like that. Here's the one thing I will say to you though. Okay, let me get back over here. Actually, you know what? No, I'm just gonna go. The one thing I will say to you is that this is obviously with the family of 4. This is a family of 4 with like teenagers. Okay, like somewhere between. Let's say 12 to 18 are the ages of her kids based on the snacks that she's getting. And it's a lot of stuff so that the kid can feed themselves too.
Okay.
Well, I'm saying because
like I know I get it. I see like it's the convenience, right, of having your kid just like, okay, warm up whatever's in the freezer so you can eat it for lunch or type thing, right?
Well, that, or maybe it's like, hey, I'm at work and you have to feed yourself until I get home.
Okay, but couldn't they like have leftovers from like?
Yeah, look, they could do a lot of different.
Exactly. I'm just saying though, you can't complain about how much you're spending if you're not going to put the time in to like, make food for your kids so they can have it for later. I don't.
Well, I didn't.
That's where I'm just looking at it.
I didn't take it from that perspective, and I'm guessing that this is just because different life paths or whatever, right? But I was looking at it more so from the perspective of I bought all this same shit a year ago, and it was $200, and now it's $300 or whatever because of inflation. Yeah. I agree with you. She could definitely probably be spreading her money a little thinner with everything. You don't need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cans of Pringles. You know, but it is, look, man, being a parent and I know that earlier I was like, there's so many shitty parents, right? But it is one of the hardest things to do just in general when you also don't have someone who can just be at home 24/7 like we were able to do in like the 50s and 60s and 70s ish, right? When you have to have both parents working, it does put a strain on, you know, the kid needing to take care of themselves a little more. And you're right, there are ways to get around that, but also the kid complains a lot about those things. You know how I know? Because my mom, through my entire high school career, fed me pretty much one thing, and that was turkey chili. She would put it in the crock because she was single mom, right? Mm-hmm. Single mom. Wanted to make sure that I had food ready for me whenever I needed it. So and it was something that she knew that she could make. She knew it was good. She knew it was healthy, right? Mm-hmm. As a result, I ate so much fucking turkey chili that I never order it. I never order chili anywhere I go, right? It's one of those things, I see it on the menu and I'm like, oh, that's there. Not anymore. And I tear the menu apart. I throw it out the window. So that's why. So I get it. Yes, there are things, but like I said, kids are going to complain about that, and you can only deal with so much complaining before one of two things happens, right? I'm not saying you have to acquiesce to your kids and get them all the snacks and everything, but one of two things happens. You either acquiesce or you pop them in the face. Okay, you give them a stiff jab, and then they don't complain anymore.
I don't condone violence against your children. That's just
Judy's not a parent. She doesn't understand.
I'm also not a parent. Correct.
She doesn't understand what we have to go through sometimes, people. And sometimes these motherfuckers need a little act right. I also, let's be honest. I also do not hit my child in any way, shape, or form. He's never done anything, in my opinion, that warranted that. Now, if he did some dumb shit, if he did some real dumb shit, I would tan his ass up. But, you know, for the most part, the worst thing that he does, he just walks a little too hard on the floor because we're upstairs for our downstairs neighbors. And I'm like, dude, soft feet. And then he'll do it like again 3 minutes later. Like, I just told you. But like, that's the worst thing he does, really? Yeah. So I don't have a child that warrants getting popped in the face yet. Puberty is coming, baby. I got my hand warming up because puberty is coming.
Oh, he's gonna be like, I don't want to eat this.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, tough, go get a job.
I don't want any turkey chili, Dad.
Exactly. Oh, tough. My mom made me eat fucking turkey chili every single day of my high school career. Okay. The only time I didn't get anything that was turkey chili was when she would leave me $20 for a pizza on a random Friday night. You're going to eat this it was good enough for me. It's damn sure good enough for you. You're going to eat this turkey chili. You're going to like it, young man.
Poor Asher.
Wow, right in the face.
Oh man, that was good. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which also, that's something I agree with you though on the leftovers or whatever. You know, I would need to, like I said, there's definitely some complaining going on, and also the thing too, you got to remember the husband. People think that it's always the kids. The husbands be asking for stuff too, right? We see your cat. It's fine.
Sorry, no. I was like, what is that movie? I didn't know he was in here.
Like sometimes, you know, you'll have, and this was in my mom's favor, actually, because like the wife will make it, or whomever's making the food. I don't want to be put gender roles on motherfuckers. But whoever's making the food makes the same thing a couple times. You're like, yo, can a motherfucker get some variety? All right. I've had turkey chili 4 times this week. I can't do it anymore. I need variety. So this might also be coming because of her husband too. Like she was like, all right, I'm gonna get these 3 cans of Pringles. He's like, no, you get them hot honey bitches too. Okay.
God.
What? That's why I'm not allowed to go to the store anymore. The EP was like, no. I'm just gonna. Everything just gets put on a list. We order it electronically. You're not allowed to walk into the store and go grocery shopping anymore.
Oh man,
item
that's like
here,
my
item
favorite
there.
thing to do. It's just walk.
No, I get that. I'm talking about me specifically.
I know. I can't believe that.
Yeah, she said I would put too many things in the cart that were not on the list, and the price was going too high. God damn it! I can't have hot honey Pringles. God damn it!
Just sneak it on the app. Like, she won't.
No, honestly, I just need to be a grown man and be like, I'm going to the grocery store. Right. Okay. I'm 39 years old. I determine when I go to the grocery store. And then my 29-year-old 2-pound wife comes in. No. Okay, I'll stay here.
Okay, I guess yeah.
God.
Sorry.
All right. That does it. That was a nice little walk down memory lane for me. I'm gonna go have anything but chili for breakfast. Thank you guys for being here. If you wanna get in on the fun, follow us on any of the social medias at takeabreathpod. We are on, for the time being, we are on Twix. I don't know how much longer we'll be staying there, but we have to have a conversation about that. We're definitely going on to Blue Sky, but it might turn into one of those things like the Instagram that we never use because we do other stuff in other places. That's why all these conversations are going to be had. You see? Okay. But yes, if you want to follow us anywhere, at TABPOD, especially on the YouTube. We are now at 58 subscribers.
Woo!
2 away from 60. Help us get there. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening and just being a part of this in any way, shape, or form. And we will see you right here next week on A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Bye. Bye.